Blog Talk Radio.
Here at ACO Radio, American Communications Online, or any affiliated stations or websites are not responsible for what guest hosts or call-ins may say. All programming is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only.
Theresa J Morris with TJ Morris ET Radio and American Communications Online. Welcome aboard, all you ground troops spinning around smartly on the planet. Well, it's been a great year thus far, as long as you didn't catch anything. We'll leave it at that. If you did, God bless you. Hey, we're going to have some fun tonight. I've been doing this about 8 years, but my new partner in crime, I guess you'd say, Suzanne Wyman-Flynn, has fired me up to do readings again, and that seems to be the popular thing with Blog Talk Radio. They really like us showing up and doing this, and people enjoy being a part of a radio show. So we hope you'll call in. We've got quite a few people here, but we will try to help people. It's all about being in service to others. So I'm building my psychic network again. I started the original psychic network. Our call-in is 347-945-7207 for psychic mini-readings weekly to assist friends of TJ Morris ET Radio followers. So if you'd like a reading, I'd like you to go to our website. Well, it's on blogtalkradio.com/TJ Morris ET Radio and hit the follow button, please, so I can see you and know that you are one of our regulars that likes to come and join us in our weekly shows I'm building here. And Suzanne Wyman-Flynn is of Orange County, California. I'm of Santa Rosa in Florida, which is the Panhandle. I'm in Gulf Breeze, which is right across the 3-mile bridge from Pensacola. So that's got our names and our locations, and we're wanting to build a group that enjoys working with us and hopefully coming to an annual meeting when we can all be around each other again. Now, this is under spirituality, if anybody's keeping up with how they find us, and my big face. I've got long hair now. It's below my shoulders, but that grew fast. Sharing among friends with our mystics, oracles, psychics, sages, seers, and an occasional shaman. So welcome to our spiritual science community of the ACO Association. That's for Ascension Center Organization in the New Age, which is now the Ascension Age. And I saw an email, and I emailed Suzanne and sent her the show, but I don't know what number, so I'm hoping she's here. We're doing it an hour later for you guys out there on the East Coast, so maybe it's a little easier after you've gotten in from work and all of that. Let me see. Hold time. Suzanne, I don't remember your number. Suzanne, is this 707? Is this Suzanne Wyman? No.
No, that's that one.
Hi. What's your name?
Hello. Suzanne texted me and said to, pick up. Do you want her number?
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, what's her area code? I'm looking at a huge list here.
I'll give it to you in a second. It is 714-400.
714. Let me look. Why isn't she on the board? Is the board too full? I don't see her. I only see you. Oh, this is interesting. Well, let's see. I don't see her on the board. Okay. Well, is this Stan? What's your name? Can you hear me?
Mine? Yeah, mine's Robert.
Yours. Robert. Oh, hi, Robert. Okay.
Yeah,
okay, Robert.
About a month ago.
You do what?
You and I did a call about a month ago. I was your guest.
Are you Robert Butwin?
I am.
Well, you're the reason we got together.
Yes.
Wow, this is awesome. Well, thank you, Robert. You're with our ACO for sure. You'll always be, because you put this little toddy-tot together with her, because I wasn't doing readings like I had been in the past. So welcome aboard. I'm excited. Now, I don't see her on here yet, but folks, this is Robert Butwin. He's like our networking guy. I don't know what exactly he wants to be called. He's a famous entrepreneur that's helped a lot of companies and a lot of human beings, a lot of entrepreneurs. And you live in California too, don't you, Robert?
I do. I'm in Santa Rosa, California.
Isn't that weird? I'm in Santa Rosa County, another one of those synchronicities that you're famous for. So that's helping us grow our community, I guess. Well, I know that I can do some readings tonight, but are you going to help co-host, or what was your ideas tonight? She wanted you to come on board, and she's been talking to you, or getting back involved. I'm looking for her, but I do not see her here. I'm going to have to go through these numbers.
Here. See if she's
what?
text.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Robert. She sent me back. It should be a 714 number.
949. Oh, this is her, maybe. Okay, I saw it on my phone.
You found me. You found me. You found me. Oh, my God.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
I got in here a few minutes early. Robert, thank you for calling in. You were, like, right on the spot. You have created a great connection between Theresa and I. I have a cell phone, and then I have a landline, and my landline has a headset on it, so I can talk endlessly on a headset. But when I have that cell phone to hold on, I get tired. But Robert, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was like, Robert, wait a minute. I didn't even recognize his voice. I'm like, what are you doing on this night? What are you doing on this show?
Do a question.
You were tricking me.
I wasn't. Robert, what do you want to do for your question? Let's do a reading for you.
Let's see the RV coming in.
He wants a recreational vehicle. Do I get to do a reading too?
No, the reevaluation of currencies.
Yeah, so the monetary system has changed. It's all going to go local, and people aren't going to be willing to take and put their money in some faraway destination. So I told people that this year would be a year about restructuring, going back to foundation. So if you are going to take and work with currencies, the dollar is still going to be the strongest, most valuable commodity currency exchanges in. But we're going
to
but the people who live in America are going to invest local. Okay?
Yay.
So, do you have a more specific
Proud to be an American?
Do you have a more specific question on that, Robert?
Well, there's supposedly going to be different currencies reevaluating, such as the dong, the dinar, the zim.
Those are gone. Those are all gone. They're a tenth of the value.
They're supposed to go way up in value.
No, don't do it. No, they're gonna have a momentary thing of where they get some traction and looks like they pick up, but then it's going to drop out. The bottom is going to hit, and no, I don't see anything there. I just see it hitting zeros. In fact, I see it hitting 3 zeros.
That's what happened with a lot of our Bitcoin people, because we used to do domains and use Bitcoins, but my people that do this for the larger corporations and all the smaller ones said that that's a thing in the past, because I was looking at it to see if I could hook it up, for my affiliate programs or something, and they said, no, they wouldn't even do it for me. My people in India, they're like, no. That's history. I'm like, really? Yeah. They had a lot of problems with that. Plus, there was some woman that came in. Y'all probably know this story, how it took over the world, and then she disappeared with. Anyway, we won't go there because that's just old story now. So, yeah, we have to be careful, but we know we can trust the United States of America, so that's where that is. But, Robert, you can do so many things with so many people. You're multi-talented, but I guess you're gonna keep up your business associates, right? Still do entrepreneur stuff?
Oh yeah. I wasn't going to invest any more money. I've already invested it. Supposedly there's supposed to be some shift in the currencies. We'll see. It's been going on for 10, 11 years.
Okay.
Oh, well, China's way up there, but I'm interested to see what's going to happen now that we've gone over globally to the way they're doing us with the cell phones, and they're really watching us on what we do now, and all India and Africa and all those other countries are going to be with the satellites that Elon Musk put up, getting to the people. So that's the big push, is to get everybody on cell phones. So I'd make sure that you stay in that business for a little while. Technology is where the money is right now. At least that's what I'm told. But I can look at the cards for you, Robert. You want me to pull a few cards because we got a lot of people waiting? Are you going to stay with us?
I can't stay too long. I've got some point. I just wanted to, real quickly plug in.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Yes. I want you to, come back from time to time, because we talk about you a lot, don't we? We're always plugging you.
Do.
Whether we mean to or not. Because this is her fourth in a series with me. This is her fourth show. Suzanne, I counted them. So this is our fourth week. We've actually made it. And, Robert, you put us together, so how about that? Okay, Robert, I'm going to do you an old-timey tarot, because as you go up the food chain and out the soul, if you think, if you believe like we have past lives and all that, I still do old-fashioned tarot. Ooh, but I'm going to do a quickie for you, and then we'll get on with the show, folks. I know we've been visiting with Robert, but if it wasn't for Robert, he wouldn't have put us together, and I wouldn't be having tonight's show. So I'm all excited about Robert doing his networking. So, Robert, you'll always be close to my heart, so I hope you'll help us grow our spiritual science community. I've got for you that you've been a very helpful person in your past lives, the way that I read, and the tarot folks, Akashic Field or whatever, going into the next density in the fourth, where we all sort of are digitized, I guess, sort of like the singularity, but we're all one and the same, law of one. We have that you've completed a family in the past. You're back in this reality, in the now. Actually, it does look like you're about abundance, and there's a woman in your life, apparently, in the now. So I'm not going to ask you if you're married, but that's what the cards say. So at least there's a strong You're definitely?
With a strong lady, yes.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad the cards don't lie, because it's really fun to use this. This is the way that the universe talks to me, folks. I've died a few times, and I still need tarot. But there's a jury still out on what that really means exactly, except the universe. Some people can just get it out of the ephemeris. Others do meditation, and we have prayer, send and receive. Now, the future, actually, I don't know what's going on with you and women, but it looks like that you're going to be stronger in the future, and so is the woman you're with, because you guys come into a higher level. Now, I don't know if you've got a business partner in the future, but you could have a very strong other gentleman showing up in the cards. Now, your spirituality is up with your abundance with the 3 and the power of 3 universally. You know that we do everything in 3 and pi, 3.14, whatever, for 2,500,000 billion trillion years. But look, maybe this is where Suzanne is coming in, because you have the high priestess in your future. That's a good card, right? Suzanne, have you ever been called the High Priestess?
Yeah.
Oh, you have.
Spiritual Awakener. The Spiritual Awakener. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's up for him, and that's in his future. I'm just doing mini readings, folks, so I'm just pulling past, present, future. But you want to talk to him about that because that's up. But what does that mean to you with the Ace of Pentacles for him? Is that his money? Because Pentacles. Go ahead.
I have a suggestion for him that he has an opportunity this year to take and make real estate investments and to provide financing for other people that want to be real estate investors. It is a great year for that, and that would create an enormous amount of wealth for you in a really short period of time. But the thing with the real estate is really just about timing. And so you really are sitting in a situation where you have a lot of opportunities this year, and I see you are wealthy and you have created a huge amount of success, but you have a dream and you want to take and change the world and make the world a better place. And so I think that that's the opportunity that unfolds for you this year.
And watch for this other gentleman, too, because it had, your card and your wife's card show up, but there was another gentleman just as equally as powerful as you are, so that could be a joint venture, I would think, something coming your way. Or it could be one of those investor-type situations. So you never know, Robert, but we're always here for you, so come back anytime that you feel like you want to get some help with us ladies, because that's what we do now.
I'll definitely be back. I just wanted, since Suzanne let me know you're doing the show, I thought I'd plug in, and it's always great to connect with both of you.
Oh, Robert, thank you so much. Thank you, and have a great day. Thank you for dropping in. It was great.
All right.
Thanks, Robert.
Okay.
And we'll keep I got your show up. I'll make sure I get a better page, too, on some more of my domains for you, Robert. If that's okay with you, right? All right. Thanks a lot. Okay, I'm going to put you on hold. Okay, here we go, folks. There's quite a few people. Now, that was weird because it was almost like it was meant to be that I got Robert first. I was looking for you. Isn't that strange? But that's it finally happened. We had the three of us together, so that was awesome for me.
Really good.
All right, folks. Let's go here to this 941 Carla. Carla,
Hi.
are you still with me?
Yes,
hey, Carla,
I'm here.
How are you?
I'm great, and you?
Good. Thank you so much. What can we help you with today?
I guess my career, before all this virus and pandemic, I finally got out of a bad lease, and then all of a sudden we were quarantined, so it was like at the perfect timing, because I wouldn't been able to work anyways, and I would still pay rent and whatever. But I'm over that, but now I'm looking for a new office for my business and to get my business back up and going, I guess. And I was wondering, what do you see of that?
Cool. First thing I want you to do is I want you to stop saying I guess. I want you to say I dream, I hope, I wish, I believe. I want you to change the I guess because it's indecisive. So you are a powerful businesswoman. You're a very great supporter of other women, and we need to see more of that. You're somebody who's a sharp negotiator, capable of the ruthless act when push comes to shove, and your success is really in the fact that you create a strong network, you do more, promise less, deliver more, and are trustworthy. And those are your skills.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are.
Okay. And what is your business area?
I do healing work, teaching, and some psychic work, but more into the holistic aspect in teaching.
Okay. Right. Psychics, that isn't really like a bad thing. And of course you have your own psychic.
No, not at all.
You have your own psychic experiences. You just have put it into a different arena. You actually are sitting with a great group of clients, and they really want to take and have their opportunity to demonstrate their teaching and their talent. And I think that's really more of what you need to focus in on, is allowing them to showcase themselves and to practice. You got to bring in other people than the people that are your students for them to practice on. That's kind of the key there.
Okay.
There
you may want to get into some radio shows, too, help people get to know you better. It's great for getting to know people.
Self-promotion, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Do you see when I will be getting a new office?
You have an opportunity to accept an office that would give you a June date, but I don't want you to accept it because you really can't effectively be back in business the way you need to be until July. So, but you do have a lot of flexibility as far as finding the right office for you. People are desperate to find people to pay rent, so you are in a top position.
Okay, great.
All right.
I pulled some cards for you. It shows, Carla, about your past. The ones I pulled for you in the past are about marriage and, of course, wisdom, which you're back again. And in the now, we've got a justice card up for you with winning in a way that it looks like you've got several things that you can do. I guess that is the healing arts, but you can do more than one. So you may want to look at how you've got that all organized. And I see somebody out there on LinkedIn wanting to help you. And it's a woman, and she helps people get their businesses going, but that may be something you want to look at. But let me look in the future, because there's an older gentleman. Oh, there are some women. And I don't know if this one would be you or not, but wilding the ways of, okay, you're not married right now, are you?
No.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if you're looking for an older man to help you with your business, but the card in the future, that's why I knew you weren't married, because he looks very content. If you're the woman of his dreams, do you wear a lot of blue, or would you consider it? Because he's looking for a woman in a very dark blue, it's almost like he's wished you. I don't know what that's called. I guess that'd be on his dream board. But this gentleman, it's up to you if you want to make him a business partner or not. But there's two other ladies looking for you, too, in your future. So you may want to consider these other two women. Do you have two women you've worked with in the past in business that's been in the healing arts with you?
That I would go in business with? Probably not.
Somehow involved with you. Because it's up that you could get along very well in the future with two other ladies. Of course, you're talking to two ladies tonight, but so keep an open mind, because the universe has something planned for you with an older man that may be able to help you as long as you can be his dream woman, and that's up to you. I see some very strong you're near the water, or you're going to be near the water in the future, but you did say you did say you live in Florida, right?
Yeah, I'm block and a half from the water.
Okay, so that is you. All right. Well, I love doing these, and I'm getting more and more, in the last 4 weeks, I'm doing it more now again, so I'm starting to feel a little bit more secure with what I see, because these visions are so archetypal. But I hope, now, you're doing mostly Reiki healing, or are you going to do Tarot and things like...
I've been doing this for over 20 years. Having my business.
So you're going to do everything
I do
again?
Clairvoyant readings and my healing work. I'm also a massage therapist, so I specialize in acupressure and energy healing and Reiki and all that.
That's what I saw. What you're doing was hands-on, but that's strong. And your licensing, I'd like to talk to you later too about if you ever come up here to our events. We have 2 a year up here. So a lot of people from Florida come up to Navarre, so just look up Navarre Conference Center. It's Days In. And the girl that does it is, the promoter is Marcia Busserhaney. You can find her on Facebook. Martha or Marcia. Darn it, I forgot. We've been friends for years, but she's had me at her psychic fairs at least twice. It's a big deal. Enjoy it. So, well, Carla, stay in touch with us, and I'm excited for you, getting you a new place. It's but I guess Suzanne knows what she's talking about. She's been doing this since '82, right, Suzanne?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time, and I don't do anything else. This is what I do. And the interesting thing that you have is that you tend to attract people. People become jealous of you, and it's kind of an interesting thing because whenever I encounter somebody who's jealous of me, I'm like, hey, no problem, just go do it yourself. You really want this, you really want what I have, go do it yourself. And don't treat me like a mother who has the key to the locked cupboard. Don't do that relationship with me, because people that are jealous, it's easier for them to stay in that spot and act jealous than it is to actually take action. But, it is complex for you at times. You've had a male mentor in the past, and he really did not acknowledge your talent, and you had to work your way out of that process, rebuilding your self-esteem and so forth. So just remember, people, there's time to set people free and let them go out on their own journey. Don't have to endure it. You just, they need, sometimes people need a gentle nudge.
Mhm. Oh, definitely, definitely. But the jealousness is that I've ran across in the past few rentals that I rented from offices, is that they weren't like wanting to learn from me. They got nasty to me. I mean, mean and nasty, where it was like, I got to get out of this office because it's getting, I don't know, you're just saying there like, what did I do? And everybody's like, oh, they're just jealous of what you do. But, I mean, they're vicious.
Right.
Jealousy. That was it. Yeah, it just got worse and worse.
So here's the thing. You have to use if your intuition in this area is a blind spot, you need to find a good person that you trust and have them go with you to the spot and find a place, because people are unconscious. People that are jealous are unconscious, and they're just not even understanding what's motivating them. But you never make it your problem. That is step one. So, but this next situation, I really do want to see you accept a lease in July. By the time you get to July, it's a much better situation. But I want you to look at the calendar for Mercury retrograde, because I think it starts on the 23rd of June, and it's best not to sign a contract during retrograde. There's always a green hour or a good hour in there, but there's this one's a short one. I don't know if it's 20 days or something like that. But you shouldn't sign paperwork during retrograde. So look that up, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Carla. We hope you come back.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing and being a part of our show, okay? You're welcome anytime. You bet. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Now, a couple of people are showing they've been here quite a while, so let's try to get them. And most of them don't show the time, so I'm guessing that they only show you I'm guessing how they're doing it now, because it used to be they showed everybody. Now, was 914-522. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi, who's this?
Hi, my name is Catherine.
I'm sorry, a motorcycle went by. Catherine?
Yes.
Oh, how are you?
Where are you calling from?
Good. I'm in New York.
So speak up, please.
I'm in New York.
Okay.
Sorry, is that
great.
better? I'm in New York.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, that's better.
Do you want to go first, Suzanne? Or you want me to? We didn't discuss that, but you want to go first, or what's up for you, Carla? I mean, Catherine. Sorry, Carla. Catherine.
It's okay. Sort of similar to your previous caller. I'm wondering if my finances will improve. I have my field is entertainment, and I have all these ideas and projects, that I think up, and I'm just wondering if you see any of them taking off, or me getting any new collaborators that will help me, to get them going.
Yeah, Catherine, you're really talented. A lot of time and money and effort
and
discipline for your education and your training and your skills. I want you to take and choose a 3-minute video of yourself and do it as a regular thing, daily or once every 3 days, whatever. But what you do is really good. You're very, very good. You're a perfectionist of the first order, but it isn't reaching the right audience. It's not reaching the right group. It's like the people that see you and see what you do, they're like, oh, that's like really amazing. But getting to that group seems to be the big conflict. So I really want to see you, I don't care if you use Snapchat or you use Facebook or you use LinkedIn, but I want you to promote yourself through short videos, really short. I guess they say a minute is what the millennials will watch. But there's some sort of an indication that you were heavily influenced by a woman who was a dancer, and that sort of like changed your sort of thinking or your involvement in the arts. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
So much. Yes, my goodness, you're giving me the chills. Oh, my goodness.
Who was that influenced you?
I couldn't even tell you. I just heard it. It was like you're saying, it was like a minute of some film that I watched when I was a little girl, and I love, that's part of my thing too. I love dance too. And she
receptivity,
said, yeah, she just said, you really know, if you really want to be a dancer, you have to be able to sleep in a split position.
Wow.
And I've done that. Like, it made me do that. And oh, my goodness, wow, I hadn't thought of that in the longest. And you just brought, I think, like, I was, 11 years old, and you just brought that memory, flooding back. That's amazing.
Oh,
wow.
You're so sweet. You're really sweet. So your focus is supposed to be on taking and teaching and performing, but you have to go about it differently, and you really have to take and just have a message. The message is that there's the joy of the discipline of a well-formed body. You're in one of the most competitive environments on the planet to try and make it in an area for work. So you really, really have created some great success. July, August, and September are an interesting chapter. Gives you some interesting connections, gives you some interesting work, gives you some interesting vehicles to promote yourself. So that should be your focus. But you don't lack for talent. You're lacking for finding the right people. So my prayer for you would be that I would affirm the right people, the right time, and the right situation arises for me again and again and again, and it sustains me. I would affirm that nonstop.
That's beautiful. You're so right. Yeah, and you're. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Thank you.
I'm blown away. Yeah.
Thank you, Catherine. Very sweet of you.
Really. It's really. Yeah. Yeah. I got the chills. Literally. Wow.
Well, Catherine, I pulled your cards while she was talking to you, so I see that you've got in the past a very high guide. Have you seen the movie Upload on Prime?
No.
I don't know where else you'd get it. You may want to look at that. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but go ahead. I'm just going with what comes in my head. But listen, there's a young man that's going to help you financially in the now. The now are present, okay, right now. So with, if we're using a linear timeline, which we do, so we sort of know where we're at on a planet. We use time and space, but it shows that you've got a very high guide with you, but it's different from the one you had in a past life, which was more about abundance. This one's some guides wanting you to do more wisdom and helping you financially, and it's showing that you are going to complete a family with the money. So I would say that everything that you're thinking about is definitely going to happen. You've got really good, really positive cards pulled up. Now, your future cards, which usually a lot of people want to know about the future, not just the now, but I just didn't know if you knew about the gentleman. It's a young man, but in the now, so you need to think about him because he's going to help you financially. I don't know how much. I just see that it is about the money and the abundance, and he wants to help you. He's young man. Now, for your future, what the cards are showing me is actually you do complete, but it does show hard work, but you will be victorious, very victorious, working at what you want. And you do have an older woman that's going to help you there in the cards. So you have some help. And your angelic guide that swaps from back in the past for abundance to wisdom in the present to the future is very angelic. And you may want to look at the two different themes of what you're doing, because this shows me a rainbow, and I don't know what a rainbow means to you, but it shows the pouring and lifting up of a cup and someone that's very good at doing two things at one time. But this is a guide that's going to help you become more than you've been in the past, so more than your angelic realm that's helped you with abundance in your past lives, in the present with your wisdom and knowledge that you've been working at so good. So you're growing into, they're going to step you up another level spiritually. Wow. This one is very angelic. Matter of fact, it's an angel with wings. So,
wow.
You know, artist rendition. But you may want to consider in your arts, if you're dancing like Suzanne said, get out there on the videos. They're free videos. You put right on Windows. You can do Windows 10. You can use your phone. You know that. You just add the little apps. There's all types of apps. So are you making your apps right now of you and putting it out there?
I have been. They've been a little longer than 1 minute, so perhaps that's the, that's been a barrier. But I have been making, I've been making some. Mm-hmm. But
you're on LinkedIn,
yeah,
so people can see you. ABC Television found me on LinkedIn, so just letting you know that professionals do find you for your talents. So I sing, and I make songs, but that one was for readings, psychic readings. So just keep all the new technology to your advantage, So that was a good, real detailed thing for Suzanne. Well, thanks a lot. We'll be here weekly. You always come back in and check in, but it looks like things are going to go your way.
Yeah. Thank you both so very much. Thank you. Many blessings.
You bet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All
Theresa,
right, let's go to...
How are you today?
I'm a little down. I'm not the best, but I'm excited about tonight. It brought me up, but I don't know. I've been doing a lot, so you know how people go ups and downs. But I'm on a, how waves are. But I'm in a pretty good place. I don't have any worries, no financial worries, no family worries, nobody's sick. So I count my blessings, I guess. But do I sound a little different? Or just
no, when you and I work together, somehow or another you hold energy for me, and I can go deeper, and I want to be able to hold energy for you. So I want you to be able to rely on me like I rely on you, and the depth of our energy, it really creates movement for other people. So it's a connection. We're here to serve, we're here to assist, and that's the connection between us. But it is, I don't have to do anything else. I just sit here. But you've got to look at the board and look at the callers, so you've got a more complicated spot. So I'm just saying, rely on me too. Let me send you energy and support you while you do this.
Oh, thank you. Well, the board's pretty full. It's gotten a lot fuller since we started. I guess maybe people do show up later. I don't know. But, folks, I apologize if I don't get you. I'm going to just now, because I don't see the hold times very good, and a lot of people just stay on to listen. So I'm just going to have to go down because the list. So 256-473. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Hello.
Hi, my name is Kimberly. I'm calling from Georgia.
Hey, Kimberly from Georgia. Nice to have you. What can we do for you today?
Well, I have applied for some jobs, and I just want to get maybe just a peek of maybe what job is going to stand out for me.
How old are you?
I am 49.
Fabulous. Huh. You have 2 job offers in front of you. But is there any chance in heaven's half acre that I could ask you to consider some sort of training, online training, technical training, some sort of training program so that you can work your way into a position that you not only use your talent, your capabilities, and your graceful social skills, but you get paid well for it.
Oh, sure.
Retooling. Retooling in 2020, folks. That's what we do. It's like a midlife crisis. No, not really. It's good. It's good. I'm changing too. I think a lot of people are going through changes, but we feel like we want to do more. But that's she said yes.
Okay.
She's
so
agreeable.
What do you like to do, Kimberly?
Well, I've been a teacher for about 16 years.
Okay.
I always wanted to get into holistic medicine, and I just got a scholarship for online holistic school. So,
cool.
Wow.
So that's perfect.
There you go, Suzanne. How about that?
Yeah.
That's a good
very
hit.
Cool. That's good.
Yeah.
That's where you're supposed to be, but you're not supposed to be a holistic health worker. You're supposed to be a holistic health teacher.
Okay.
So, because you have an unusual way of instructing people about primary foundation information that creates good groundwork, that makes them better teachers, that gives them solid information that helps change the world. So part of your cause should be humanitarian, and part of your cause should be local, and another part of your work should be spiritual. You divide your work into those three areas, and your life will be very balanced. By the way, you live to be well over 100. So
125, lady. Wow. You're going to live a long time.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
That's
so
get used to it, huh? Take care of that body.
Take care of that body and get a profession you really enjoy.
Okay.
Okay. Teresa's going to pull cards for you, and I'm going to hold the light for Theresa to assist.
Okay.
Okay, good, because I wasn't ready. I don't know how you knew that, but I was shuffling, but I wasn't ready. I didn't have them pulled like the last one, but I got lost in the shuffle. Okay, here we go. Literally, folks. Okay, little humor here, psychic humor. All right, I'm looking at your past. I'm doing many readings, folks, working with the universe as a psychic oracle, but I was born into that. Dying a few times really did help because I know there's a hereafter. So, okay. That's a lot of fun. But with your past, you have a beautiful past. Very high-minded creature you are. You've had some very good cards. You came from a very nice family, wealthy, over in Europe. Somewhere, I don't see where because you left and your family came over here. But it wasn't easy for them, but somehow when they got over here, things changed a little bit. But let me see. You had a brother in a past life that followed you into this life. Have you got a brother now in this life?
I do.
Okay. He follows you around, a little kid. He's your little brother. I don't think he may go to the next reality with you, or the next density, or the next dimension. All right. In the present, I see your dreams. Now, you may want to pay a little more attention to your dreams. Now, I'm just telling you what I see in the cards, but when you get the moon goddess in your present, what does that mean for you, Suzanne? Because I hadn't pulled her future yet, but for her dreams, because the reason I'm asking Suzanne is she's really mastered dreams. So her dreams want to talk to her in the moon goddess because she doesn't have her higher guide showing. But so that would mean to me that she needs to learn about the moon goddess. And what is that? The feminine array that helps us in this reality? How do you, Suzanne, read that?
So the interesting thing is that she has made the transition, but she has not made the transition as far as full empowerment for her healing energy. Healing energy is feminine energy, right? And women are connected to the moon. So she is in a transitory stage where she's trying to make sense of how she wants to work as a healer. She knows she wants to be holistic, but exactly what area of holistic work? And I was real clear with her and said, you're supposed to learn this material and then teach it because that's what makes you really good. But she is trying to emotionally make sense of it. It's an emotional disconnect that she has going on at the moment.
Well, her future cards, let me tell you, they've got the change in the tower for immediate change, but it shows you've made your money in the past, and your justice card is up, so it could be the change but still teaching, because your wisdom card is the foundation of who you are, so that could be you carrying over as a teacher and an instructor. So doing that with change but keeping your educational background, you can take that over into the holistic world. I just wonder about the justice, maybe because you're being asked to teach in the future, but because of your ideas. And your justice card would be, I guess, using it in the holistic. Oh, your illumination, sacred datura. All right. Do you pay attention to dragonflies? There's a
I do.
message.
I love them. Yes, I love dragonflies. I can't wait till they come out. Yeah.
Well, that's your confirmation that you are going to use the future, with teaching, but your illumination comes through with your dragonflies. Now, I say stuff, folks, I have no clue why I'm saying, but the universe does. So isn't that strange? Things come up and you're like, why she is? But that means something to you, so I'm glad, and you like them. So find your magic illumination and be aware when they're around that you're highly sensitive to their lessons or their teaching or their healing or whatever you want to call it in the elementals. So look for some of your illumination in the future of the healing arts when you're changing over and teaching in the future. Take your lessons you got your scholarships for and then do your illumination. But be very aware that you've been called with the future and the elementals. And I believe they're coming back. I wish I had more education in the elementals, but I love fairies and I love the elementals and all of those things in mythology and folklore. But people swear that they've always been around, just that we don't see them. So hopefully you'll be starting to see them with the future and elementals and the dragonflies. So we'll come back, stay in our little group. It's a little spiritual community. We do metaphysics too. I hope we're going to start doing some free webinars too and get people into helping us because I want to get my classes back online. Well, you're a joy, so you come back. Thank you. We appreciate you coming. Thank you, and stay in touch with us. Y'all can come back weekly or monthly or whatever you need. Let's see. We've got a 480 here. 480-519, if you can hear me. Tell me what your name is and where you're calling from.
Hey, this is Michael, and I'm from Las Vegas.
Hey, Michael. How's it going today?
Good. I'm actually moving back to the greater Phoenix area here, hopefully within the next month to 6 weeks or so for a new job in sales. And I'm obviously kind of, I know that'll be fine because that's probably where I'm supposed to be. And I'm looking at a friend of mine, another intuitive friend who is looking to start to do day trading intuitively. Passed on a bunch of information for me as well to kind of read up on it and different things like that. And I was curious on what you feel in and around that.
So I think, Michael, you've always been a salesman at some level or another.
Yes.
It's really kind of an odd thing. So first of all, I think that you are somebody who's really spiritual and follows spiritual energy and spiritual trends. And I don't know if you've been in Las Vegas, there's so much pagan energy. I don't think people really understand that if you really want to connect to your pagan energy, you go to Las Vegas, and it's just all about pagan indulgences. So going to Phoenix for you or going to Arizona is a really good thing because it makes a lot of the knowledge very practical and very much an applied process. Your area of expertise for investing should be a portion of your life. It should not be all of your life. A portion of your life, it works out to be very good, and you're a long-term person. So the short-term things are not really your thing, where people say, well, if you invest $5,000, you're going to get $1 million. No, you're not going to. It's not going to happen. I wish, but no. Your thing is investing in something that somehow or another you look at that, you listen to it, and you read about it, and it interests you, and then we see 2.5 years later the stock is split, and then 5 years after that it's split again. And so you're one of the ground investors, and then you make that, you end up with, a really, sizable amount. But it doesn't happen quickly. You do have a knack for finding a piece of property that is really a good situation, and people almost like say, well, if you just give me a little bit of money, I'll figure out how for you to buy it. So you kind of have this weird magic with people that they just want to take and give you this investment, and you're like, well, why me? And they're like, I don't know, but that's what I want to do. So Sedona is not a good spot for you. Sedona drains your energy. A lot of people don't understand that, but some people that are psychic and everything else, they go to Sedona and they're like, nothing happened for me. So I have a joke about Sedona, and it goes, you want to make $1 million in Sedona? And everybody goes, yeah. I go, take $2 million and you'll come back with $1 million. So I love Sedona, but that's another place that isn't for you. But there's other places in Arizona. You have more opportunities for wealth, investments, opportunity, and finance in real estate in Phoenix.
Yes.
Than anything else.
Yeah, because even my girlfriend and I were talking about that.
Even the process of writing the loan for other people. But you got to get in there, get down, get dirty, get in there fast. And it turns out to be a great deal. But 2020 is a year of magic for you. Please don't waste it. I beg of you. That's all I got for you.
Oh, phenomenal. And I used to, I started in commercial finance in 2006, and by 2008, when it all ended with the crash, I had $800 million in 2 loans going that never came to fruition.
Wow. Yeah, so this is your time. That's your grace card. So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Tell me, your name's Michael, right?
Correct.
Okay. So on either one of your hands, your right hand or your left hand, do you have a headline, lifeline disconnect?
I don't know what that is. I'm looking at something. So do they go straight across?
Oh, it's a semi increase you have, huh?
Well, I see on my right hand. On my left hand, they connect, going straight across, and then on my right hand, they're disconnected.
Yeah. Huh. So a headline lifeline disconnect is an individual who's born in this lifetime with a grace card from the last lifetime of not having fulfilled a journey, and so they get an opportunity as long as they serve a humanitarian purpose, serve a higher energy, and are willing to share. They are always given the money, the resources, and opportunities to continue their work. And you have had that experience where you showed up, you went to work, and it seems like you walked across the room and everything disappeared. And those are as long as you do humanitarian work, you'll always have wealth. The moment you step away from that, it's gone.
That's very interesting because I woke up to my psychic and mediumship skills after that.
Huh. I don't think that's connected, but okay.
Okay.
I mean, it might be, but that wasn't my first thought. But yeah, okay, very good. Okay,
Perfect.
Theresa's up. Hey, Theresa, are you there? I don't think she's there.
I heard a shuffle.
Did you? Okay, Theresa. So, any part of Phoenix that you like better than the other, Michael?
Well, I lived in Scottsdale before, which I really liked in Old Town, but I'll be working for a very large company in sales that's down in Gilbert, so kind of that Gilbert Mesa Tempe corner.
I know where it is, yeah.
Yep. So that's kind of where I was looking.
So I'm so jealous you're going to Phoenix because my favorite place to go shopping is Last Chance. So just go in there and, say a Hail Mary and, get yourself a beautiful pair of Italian shoes just for me, okay?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Let's see, where's Theresa now? Is she back? Theresa, I don't know where she went to.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I'll find her. Okay. What does your wife do for employment?
Well, my girlfriend, she right now is a substitute teacher. She is in suburban Detroit, where I'm originally from, and her family, sister and mom live in L.A. and Huntington Beach, so Phoenix would be a great place to be to avoid that California craziness.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
we can hear
you now. There you go.
Okay.
Your turn, Theresa.
Okay. Well, with your past lives, it shows you've always been a man, but you carried a lot in your past lives, but they're all young men, which makes me wonder if you've ever had a very long life. I've never seen this many young men. But you did have money in 2 of them. The other one you worked really hard. So just so you know, coming into this world. But, okay, here's one more middle-aged that was for your path or your bridge to the future. Now, your present does show that your money card's up. You do have an older woman that will help guide you. And then you've got something right now in your choices. It's about, do you want to choose? And your choices, now there's one that can pull you towards Vegas again. That's the gambler. So be very aware that if you want to move forward with your forward energy, momentum, you need to look to the future. So let me pull your future cards, because you have this high abundance going on, but you're bringing your past lives where you were didn't live to be in, like a late, you know how some people live a long life? From what I can see, you're bringing a lot of young male energy with momentum into this life. So make sure you look towards the sun a lot. Of course, you're moving to Phoenix. Are you in Phoenix already? Because the sun card is literally up for you.
Maybe the next 6. Maybe I'm hoping in less than the next 6 weeks.
Okay.
All right. Well, the sun card's up. Yeah, get a lot of sun, but remember that tempter on your gambler, you're probably really good at 21, so be very careful about that. Just so you know, because that's up for you. That just means the universe knows this. The universe, when I actually get to see it, I know that it's very strong, and I'm supposed to mention it. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to me. Oh, your future, your dreams are up. Suzanne, you may want to get his number or give him your number for a dream. She helps you with the dreams, but I think you'd be a good contact for her, Suzanne. Every once in a while I'll have somebody. But Suzanne, give him your phone number, because you can do one of those dream charts. Do you do a dream chart, or is that such a thing?
No, just do a dream interpretation. There's
a dream interpretation for his future.
Yeah.
Can he have your phone number?
Yeah. 714-400-7384. It's Suzanne Wyman, and just call and leave me a message.
Awesome.
So talk about that dream card in the tarot card spread. Talk about
He's got a wisdom. He's got a wisdom angel. I like to look at your guides, but not everybody gets them in their readings. But he does have one for the future about wisdom. But in order to get this time in his future, it's the dream card is between his guide for wisdom. So in order to listen to it in the future, to become an older man in this reality. So you know how he's in this reality and we're in the Ascension age, but some people can get replacements and live a lot longer. He's going to have a knee replacement. Have you done something to your knees? Were you in sports or something? What'd you do to your knees?
Yeah,
you did?
I caught for 11 years in baseball, and then running back in football, so I've always had issues with my left knee.
Dang. Okay. Well, I've got chill bumps. All right. Well, the universe wanted you to know that. They're paying attention, but they're saying, that dream interpretation between your angel, your guide, or, whoever up there knows us. Some people have a whole bunch of people helping them on the angelic realm, but we're all moving into that realm, or, we're transitioning. So, just for a while, maybe for a little 2020, do your the astrology thingy. But let me pull this one path card. Reserve. You've got a girlfriend that's very she's pretty. Wow. Are you going to live with her, or is she going to move to Phoenix with you?
She's going to. She's probably going to move a little later. She has a 13-year-old son that kind of will make it a couple bumps.
Yeah, she's very reserved, but it shows that there's real potential if you want it for your path. So occasionally I'll go ahead and pull a path on your foundation. So your foundation is growing. So it says once you get your roots down, she may come on over because there's real potential for you with her. All right, so just know that. But I'm sort of glad they showed me about your knees, and I appreciate that because I'm not big on asking about that, but that just happened to come up. So I'll tell people if I get a really weird thing that they want to say, or the universe, or wherever we get our guidance from. So you know how we oracles are. That's what we're here to do. So have fun with that, and be sure and take care of those knees, and give Suzanne a call. Did you write her number down?
Yeah, I did. I have it.
Okay.
Thank
well,
you,
she
Michael.
can give you something. She's good on those dream things. At least that's what I hear. Stay in touch with us. You know how to find us now, and we'll be here at least weekly. Yeah, exactly. That's cute. He's got a sense of humor. That didn't come up in the cards. All right. Thanks a lot. All right. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. 856. Thank you. You've been with us for a while. You haven't had a reading yet, right? 856-776, or did you? Yay. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Laura in New Jersey.
Hey, Lori. How's it going today?
Laura. It's good.
Go ahead, Suzanne.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? You can ask a question, but I want you to be sure you talk about what's really important because you have a lot going on in your life right now. You're conflicted. You want people to come forward.
She sounds shy. Laura, are you shy? You're being recorded. Well, speak up a little bit. Okay, put your radio voice on.
So what is the conflict? What's the conflict that's going on right now that you want to talk about? And I need you to talk to me in an honest way because it's hard sometimes for you to be really, really direct with people, and I need you to be really direct because you've got a problem and it's preventing you from moving forward.
I want to do really well with a career.
Mhm.
And I want to buy a house.
Okay.
But I keep getting contract work, and I can't seem to land something permanent because I keep getting contracts. But
so let's talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, let's just talk about that.
Yeah.
And is it Laura or Lori?
Laura.
It's Laura. Huh. So here's the thing. I find that if something kind of is consistent, it's like, well, I want it this way, and the universe gives you something different, not what you're asking for, but something different. So the only way to make that shift is for you to say, I'm really thankful for my contract work, and my contract work supports me in all of my dreams. I have enough contract work to make it more plentiful and more abundant than it would be if I worked a regular job. Somehow or another, one of your parents or your grandparents gave you this idea that if you want to have a home and you want to have a family and you want to have a life, you got to have a good company job. And I'm going to tell you that mold of how things go is gone. And you are talented, you're smart, got great people skills. You're not really lacking for anything except for the fact of this old pattern which you believe is correct. And if you want to ask me a question about anything, you're welcome to ask, but that's pretty much how I sum it up. Is that helpful?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Theresa, you're next. Do you have a question?
Well, I just want to be able to have the stability, whether it's through contracting or not, to be able to financially go out and finally get my home. That's really
Are you
what
still
I
in
want.
your 30s? You're in your early 30s? Oh, no.
No. I know.
How old are you?
I'm
Okay.
56.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
August. Come
Late
August,
bloomer.
It'll come an opportunity for you to buy a house. It's not going to be the ideal house. It's going to be a house you're going to live in for 5 or 6 years, and you're going to sell it, and you're going to buy the house you really want. But you need to just you could buy a house tomorrow with the money that you have and the employment that you have, but you have an added layer to it where you think I need to get a certain type of house. And my opinion is that if the house is really the foundation that fulfills the dream, that makes it possible for you to go forward, get a house. Buy a house. And put up the house on the wall in front of you every morning when you wake up. It's taped up to the ceiling, and you say, that's my house, I bought my house, and I love my house. And when you go to sleep at night, same thing, okay? Twice a day, on the ceiling.
Right.
Okay?
Well,
somebody could give you a house. Let me see what's what's the market the way it is, but let me see what the cards say. I'm going to look at your past to see what you're doing here. Oh, okay. You thought you could change the world in this reality. Huh. All right. You've been a gentleman in the past, but you were very a man, okay? But you thought you could be the man on the white horse and all that, so you're carrying that fulfillment. You apparently needed that, but your mother kept you behind. This is your past life cards that I love to read. And but you were going to change the world. You were going to be the man on the white horse, and it didn't happen. You wound up being a mommy's boy, and you never got to fulfill that dream and have the house and the perfect life, the picket fence and all that. So it's probably during the 1800s. I don't know. I don't know if you've been here since then. I don't know why that's up. But you have two in the now young boys coming up. They're younger men, and I don't know why, but it is about. Did you have a past marriage that didn't work out? Are you divorced? Or am I just totally missing that? Well, this is next to a marriage card in the present. This card is up, your marriage card. So it's in the now, though. But it looks like an older gentleman that wants to dictate to you, but you're okay because the marriage would help you buy your house. So I'm just saying that's what the universe is projecting on the now. But you do have a higher guide. Now, that world thing keeps coming up for you. So you are very much in tune universally because you carried it over from your past life that you wanted to change the world, so your Wheel of Fortune's up, meaning you can turn it any which way you want. So they're telling you that there is a man out there. He's an older man with a house. As a matter of fact, in the card that I pulled for you, in the present, is a house. And I didn't, there's 78, cards here, but that's what's here. But that's why I was asking you if you've been married, because on top of that is a marriage card with a man. So it's something you could look at for your house because there's one in the reality. So you've already created that. It's going to happen. So you just have to decide which way you want to go with that. Now let me look at your future cards, and then I'll pull you the path card that the universe is showing me. Money in the future.
I thought I heard you say something about a divorce with marriage.
No, she asked if you've been divorced. She asked if you've been divorced. Have you?
Okay, good.
Okay, yeah. Sorry you misheard that one. I'm so sorry because everybody gets a little sensitive about getting a divorce, but
I'm sorry.
Some people. No, you must have. So the reason she picked that card up is that I think you had a long-term relationship that you thought was going to turn into a marriage, and you were going to buy the home with that person. Did that happen?
No, there was a guy that I liked for a while, and I thought it could go somewhere, but it didn't. It actually didn't end up going anywhere. So I really never got that close.
Well, the house is in that picture, but the marriage is to a younger man on top of that in the now. So that's been created. So those are thoughts or things in the cards, or universe, we'll say, if you want to say these are the archetypes. But that thought has been created, you know. Now, on the future, you do complete financially whatever your goal is. That there is a gentleman. He is about the money. He has the money, and it shows your castle in the sky, so to speak. And the only thing is, you still have in the future an undecision based on money and wisdom. So that's something I don't know how to help you with, except to tell you to keep your momentum forward, that you do want this, and remember in the future that the money came because of what you created, and don't second guess yourself. But that just takes wisdom and learning not to second guess what you've already created for your future based on the now. But it does show that you've got really good financially, your cards are really stacked for the future financially. So that's the direction you're going. And so I would suggest you keep going towards that, because you've got the now set up for your home and for someone helping you anyway. But the money is definitely there in the future. I don't see a higher wisdom card or guide for you. So there's a creativity path for you. I don't know how to explain that when they don't come up in your cards, that you have a higher guide, but I guess you got to create one. So have you been doing your do you work in metaphysics at all? Are you familiar with how we do vision boards and things like that? Or?
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Well, you're
yeah. Well, I am. I'm.
Well, have you not been doing the? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
So I've gone through the 3 levels of Reiki, and
okay.
So I don't practice it though, but
we have illumination, protection, and inspiration up, but your healing and inner calm has brought up creativity for your will and initiation. So I don't see your guide, but the potential's there. So would you talk to your higher guides? Has anybody helped you, or with all this work that you do in Reiki, do you visualize or talk in meditation or ask for guidance from your higher source, your higher selves, or your guides or angels or ET or anybody? You know what I'm saying? Do you visualize them?
Yeah. I do, and I'm always asking for guidance. And one of the things that's really – so you mentioned the dragonflies. Dragonflies come around me all the time, no matter where I'm at. I could be 3 hours away. It doesn't matter. Dragonflies will be around me. And pennies. I'll pull up in the car, I'll get out, and there'll be a penny on the ground. Pennies, I find pennies all the time.
I have the pennies. I don't have the dragonflies. My daughter had. Well, you know, that is all that creativity and the magic. I don't know what else you call it, but those are to help you get to, you know, the future and advancing your. I don't know. I call it metaphysics. Suzanne, what do you call it? I see all this that she's done. You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just keep working on that, because that's up for you, and you may want to keep in touch with us and come back again for your abundance reading, because I'd like to see your angel cards or your guides be more in your life. So maybe it's you've just done so much that you don't really need any help on that house, because you've already created it.
I need
help
now.
You need your help.
I get feathers. I could be inside a building. I could be in the middle of a meeting. I'll get a feather. But if I'm in a meeting, the feathers are very, very tiny, almost microscopic. Now, if I'm by myself, the feather will be bigger. Lights will blink where I'm at. Sometimes they're real subtle.
Well, keep working on it. Yeah, keep working on it, because they're there. So you know the signs and you know how to work with it. So I guess just put more energy into it is, you know, all I could say, because you know how we go in and out of knowing things, but the universe is speaking to you, And they're just not showing me your guides, and I don't know why, but that's okay. I mean, everybody has a different reading, and I'm just seeing that your path is very good. I mean, it shows a very beautiful path. The money's going to be there, so don't worry about the money. You have the abundance in the future. I would just pay more attention to all the magic and bring it towards you because you've got the skills and the talent, like you said, and you know the signs. You got dragonflies and pennies, too. Look for anything else that'll help you, but come back and join us anytime. Stay in our little spiritual community, and when you don't have a reading, come back and just listen, if you will, and hopefully like Suzanne and me, and stay in touch. Okay?
I will. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Some people staying around, they like to listen to us. That's cool. I like to listen to us, too. I go back and listen to the shows, folks. Let me see. Did you invite any of your friends? Because we got quite a few people. 561. Have we done you? I'm starting to question myself. Haven't done a 561?
561 is sleeping there. Okay, move on.
Can you hear us?
I can hear him snoring, Theresa. He's snoring away. Snoring. Sleeping.
That's our regular. That we always put him to sleep.
That's great.
That's the
really
same
good.
one, 561 last time. I wonder what it is. He likes us. I guess he really likes it. Why do we say it's a he? All right, let's see. 916. 916-396. Where are you, and where are you calling from? Who are you, I guess?
Hi.
What's your name?
Hi, my name is Ray. I'm calling from Sacramento, California.
Hey, Ray. How's it going?
Hi. I'm doing well. How are you guys doing? Thanks for taking my call.
Fabulous.
You bet.
What's your question?
Yeah, so my question is I want some insight on what you see in my career. I was fired in March, like right before the pandemic happened. I think it's a blessing in disguise, but
of course
I have a passion, but I don't know where I'm going to end up. What you see, I think I have opportunities, but I really, I have my passion right now. If you see anything in the next few weeks or where you even see my career in the long run.
Okay, so Ray, tell me what your passion is. Share that with me.
So I work in politics. Like I love politics.
Oh.
I love working in politics. I work in public relations right now, and I think so. I was doing really well. I got recruited by one firm. I almost got fired there, but I quit. Got hired by another one, and I think I'm getting fired more specifically because I don't know. It's just my intuition of I think this is life's way of saying nope. I'm going to steer you down to what you really want to do. But what I'm also finding is which is being in politics, right? Like, being in PR. I'm helping a candidate in Congress right now, but it's a volunteer position. And I've been interviewing, but I haven't really gotten anywhere, but I have two opportunities coming up, and I just want to see where I'm going to end up.
I got my vision, okay? So let's do it. Okay. So, first of all, great charisma, great energy, great drive, and true ability to be articulate and you're truthful. So, the primary reason that you have not made it in the area of politics that you're working in is because you're not supposed to be working for politicians. You're supposed to become a politician yourself, but you're not supposed to become a politician like in the government office. You're supposed to become a political activist by using the online presence. And you need to start talking about truthful things that are seldom understood and often misunderstood, and making really, really short videos. Your key to creating wealth, money, opportunity, and being seen as a great are connected with your online presence. You're interesting, you're attractive, you're educated, and you're truthful. Truthfulness and politics are never going to work. If you go to a politician and you say it's gray, they'll say, well, it could be a gray-green. It's gray, but it's gray-green. Or, well, I don't know if it's gray-green. They go, well, it could be blue-green. So you're never going to enjoy supporting another politician because you're supposed to be in politics, but in a very different way. 2020 has changed the whole game. Get in on the ground floor, create a unique idea, and create your opportunity. You have enough money to do this. You're stable.
Okay. Do you see me anything in the near future at all?
Do you want to? Okay, so ask that question. It's the same question. You've just asked it again. Can you make the question more specific?
Okay. Do you see me obtaining a career in the near future in the next 3 months?
Yeah, I do, and it's in the area that I suggested. If you try and go to work for somebody else again, the only thing that will happen is that you'll get fired.
Okay.
Because you tell the truth, and you don't work in an environment that encourages truth-telling.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
So Theresa's next.
All right. Well, I pulled your cards, and it shows the reason that you're having this in this reality. In the past, you were working in the ministry. So you had a very long life as supporting the church, so to speak, in your past life, or past lives. And you do have an angelic behavior that has to do with you helping people in your past life because of the wisdom and spreading the gospel, so to speak. So that was who you've been in the past. Now you move over into this reality and in this biological container, person, human being, and in this reality, you have attracted a high priestess based on the fact that you're moving more into the metaphysical world because you've already done all the religious I don't want to, doctrine is a nice way to say it. You've done your education, and you literally lived it. So you were helping educate people in the past. So I think you wanted to do something more vibrant this time. So therefore, you've got women in your life, and your dream card's up, but it shows that in the present, you still see yourself as a winner in wisdom and knowledge and assisting, and you're riding a literal horse, literally, about winning and being in charge. So yeah, it's like you're a leader. So that's where you're wanting to work with politicians, is you're leading. Came over from your religious past lives into the future, but you wanted to help. And let me look in your future now. The future still shows you're winning. You're always winning in the front. You're always number one. You're not number two. So I wonder if that comes from your religious past lives. But you want to be right. You want to help people. You're a good soul. And no, politics, it shows still in the future. Geez, you've got the a wisdom card, but you've got where you, oh, man. There's something about you, I think it's your past with the religious, because you in the future it shows dark, but it is positive. But you are the balance and starting liberty and justice for all kind of thing. Now, have you discovered that you want to be married or not? It doesn't matter, male, female?
I'm heterosexual, and I think that's, obviously we're only allowed to ask one question, so that's why I only brought one question. But, at some point I do want to get married and want to have kids, and I'd love to do that. I'm only 32. I am 32, and all my friends are doing that but me. And that's my other pressing desire. I think it's because I want to get my career stable and then get into that, but maybe doing two things at once.
Well, it shows that marriage is in your future cards, and you can do it, but you'll be carrying a big load for heaven or your higher self. So your higher dimension, you're working towards being this beautiful soul that in the future is all about carrying the weight for others, and you still see it as logical. Change it from politics, being that you're a spiritual, religious type of background soul. You might want to look in your genealogy and see why it is you're coming into this future, bringing all this wonderful helping people. This is what you want to do. But your future shows it's not bad. It's just you have this thing to be right with the legal system, which you somehow moved it over into politics. Now, it always shows you're going to be good with wisdom and training people, but your dreams are up but not in the future. It shows you're winning again. It's always about wisdom and knowing. So you're really, think about your education is what makes you so good in sales. You have this wisdom, this inner wisdom for spirituality. Now, just remember that your family card is for the future. That is definitely up. You're heaven sent, so whatever it is that's spiritual to you is going to be very important to bring all this together. And it does show that you're winning. You're in front of your crowd. You're in front of everybody saying, look, I'm winning. I'm doing all this, and it's all about my education and being good and, what I do. So that might be your sales. Let me see. Oh, it says you're working on purification and foundation. That's your bridge card. So you're in transition. You need to deepen your foundation, so that's why you're waiting to get married and do your family. And then just work on your it's got concentration and purification for your memory. So you may want to make sure that you do a what do they call that? Hypnotic regression. Have you done one of those yet to make sure?
No, what is
you
that?
have. Oh no.
No, I have
where you
not.
go
What is
back
that?
and it's like going back in your past lives for purification of your soul and heal anything based on the fact that you've had all these past lives in the mastery of I guess you'd say religions with the church. However you want to say that. You brought that over into this reality, but it'll come up in your Suzanne, explain that to him. I know what I'm talking about, but
so what happens is that do you believe that you're a soul that had a memory from a past life and that you've been reborn in this lifetime? Do you believe that, or is that too far out for you?
I think it's possible. I mean, I'm also practicing Roman Catholic too.
Oh, I see.
Wow.
So when we talk about the Catholics talk about when you translate the literal word of a newborn, it is a new birth. So in a lot of ways, they acknowledge the potential of a past life memory in the early teachings of the Christian church. So it's interesting because when she started talking about it, then I really got it. I really did get the conflict that you have. You are somebody who's supposed to be a leader, but you're a very moral and honest human being, and it just doesn't. It's in a collision course with the way you've chosen to go through it. So the idea is in metaphysics that you go back and you get the memory, and it tells you, oh, this is what happened in this past life, and that's why you have not been able to do whatever it is that you want to do, and then it cleanses it, and it's not really a cleansing, it's like a healing, and then you go forward, and it really does work. It's a very effective tool. Very hard to find good people to do it, but it is worth the effort. I recommend people learn how to do it on themselves. So it's a past life regression. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, past life regression.
Guys.
Yeah, it's in your purification and healing for that energy. And and you're still a Roman Catholic practicing very strongly. So, yeah, well, good luck to you.
Lovely.
And stay with our little group.
Yeah.
We're doing spiritual science together.
Ray.
Is it Ray?
You to call. Yeah, that's his name.
Ray.
His name's Ray. He's in Sacramento, California, and he was a great conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being a part of our show. Yeah, come back and listen to it. You bet. However you got to us, you can find it. Thank you, Ray.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Wow, that was a deep one for me. I didn't want to hurt his feelings.
No, you were good. You were really good.
I was grasping.
No.
Because he's so powerful as a politician type,
Yeah. If people don't understand
but you're a priest, okay?
You get into this conversation with people, and you're trying to talk, and you're trying to hold the information, and you're trying to access other information, and it really takes a different type of concentration. It's like a muscle.
It is. It's a strong focus, and I'm trying not to hurt anybody's feelings because I'm very powerful, and I'm very tall, and I'm very boisterous, and I'm very strong, and yet, I'm just a big teddy bear. I've been a strong male timber. Like, where's my boots? Is one of the deals when somebody hypnotized me once in a psychic fair, and I was a logger in this cabin. All I wanted to do is know where my boots were. I wasn't very deep mentally.
not very deep.
But I still carry that over
big.
into this reality. I was like a Paul Bunyan. So I'm 5'11" now, but I don't want to hurt anybody, especially being a reader, But that's, I came back to help, and I'm doing my oracle part now. So let's get somebody else on here. Now, this is fun, folks, but I haven't done it in years, really. A couple of years,
really
probably.
Good.
Let's see.
Well, that's good.
All right, 917-376. 917, have we talked to you yet?
We've done 917, yeah.
No.
Okay, well, thank you.
Me. No.
No?
Oh,
no?
okay.
Who is
Thank
it?
you for
Just
taking
feels
my
like
call,
it.
lady.
It just feels like it, Suzanne. Go ahead. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Ellen, and I'm calling from New York.
Wow. Okay. You're a powerhouse, Ellen. You don't have any. You
Yeah.
don't have any shortage of creating and recreating and
what are you
starting
doing?
over.
Well,
what
actually,
are you doing?
I'm kind of in a stuck place where I'm trying to find my next creation, and I just don't have that.
So tell me the weather in your. Okay, tell me the weather in your area today.
It's like early spring. It doesn't feel like late May. It feels more like early May. It was in the 60s. Up, it's sunny and pleasant. Very nice. All the flowers are blooming, and it's a nice day. It was a very nice day.
So your gift at this point in time is supposed to be in documenting what has actually gone on where you're living and putting it into a perspective and not putting it into a dry perspective like these are the facts, this is the structure, but putting it into a perspective about how it creates a change, because it's not going to be the same in New York. It's going to be a different world there. In fact, I think that you have an opportunity to take and do that sort of observation sort of process of being the witness and observing process in a couple of major cities and taking and putting that together. Not a documentary, but just a snapshot. And if somebody wants to look further, they can look through the video, but you are a creative individual who has created money for other people, invested in other people's ventures, and you've always been involved in the arts, whether it was music, museums, travel, or humanitarian causes. You've always pursued the arts.
Okay. And when you're talking always, are you talking about this lifetime or are you talking about past lifetimes?
What are you doing this lifetime? Are you involved in the arts?
Only on the side, not for a career. I enjoy the arts.
Well,
she's a supporter.
I
supporter of the arts.
My husband's an artist, and I wish supporters would quit saying that they're only supporters, because my husband doesn't have anybody to sell the art to if I don't have a supporter. So it's just as important, if not maybe a little bit more important than the artists at times, depending on where we are in the cycle and the balance. So who's
she going to meet at the museum? Who's she going to meet at the museum, Suzanne?
Who's she going to meet? But what's the other part of your question? The other part of your question is one, you have been a supporter of the arts. It's equally as important as being an artist. You are incredibly educated and very talented, really articulate, great social skills. Truly are a person who really believes that people create their own destiny. You are factual and realistic, and truly are somebody who has an ability to see people for what they are and accept them. No discounting or discriminating against people. You've really made a real difference in the world in being willing to work on these problems. So I think you're a fantastic human being.
I appreciate the pep talk, because I've been kind of on the downside, and I just want to
dear.
say thank you. I don't feel that way about myself, but I'm willing to listen to somebody say that to me, because it makes me feel better. Really, thank you.
Oh, sweetheart. Pat yourself on the back.
I'll her past lives. But she is strong. You've got the power of a very powerful woman that were in the past life, but your past lives did come up. But you also were a high priestess, but you were a very, very strong woman. So you would be considered like Suzanne and I are doing. I've died a couple of times, so I'm an avatar master. But it's like I chose to come back and do this oracle reading, but you really were one. So that was your past life and your past cards. So you're very strong internally. That's why we heard it in your voice immediately, because you've been a very powerful, strong high priestess in your past lives. Now this one here, you're working this time, and this one is about you getting straight with the law and strong with your wisdom. So apparently this is more of an intellectual, not so like oracle. You don't owe people. You've already done your service, so like doing your oracle work in the past. But you're worried about death in this reality now. Now, I can't tell you that means change. It doesn't necessarily mean death, but it does mean complete change. But what we're going through with COVID-19 in New York, wait, did you say you were in New York?
Yes,
did you say that?
New York, yes.
Okay, good. Because I was like, wait a minute, why is the death card in New York? Okay, but all that's right in the now. But the future looks good. I wouldn't worry too much about the law and death in New York and all that right now, because that's pulling you down a little bit. So what we need to do is get you realizing that your wisdom and education has kept you strong. Now, in the now, it says it's showing me that you want to go somewhere, because it's showing me that your wisdom is telling you, no, let's go somewhere, let's go on a vacation, let's go to the mountains, let's go somewhere, but let's go somewhere and go, it's like you want to get away, but that could be because of the way things are where you are right now. So just, be aware that all that's fine. Now, how you get yourself back up in the future is it's showing you're working on a whole lot of things mentally. I see this card a lot lately, but why don't you have any guides? Where's your guides? Why are you going through this? Well, I shouldn't say that, but anyway, you're going through change, and there's some controversy up for you, and it's all about the change. So what you may want to do is you are changing jobs, right? You're changing?
I would like to. That's part of it, but I haven't been able to move on to a different position. Long story. I would like to. Let me just put it that way.
All right, let me look at your path on getting there. Okay, communications up. So look into online and look at affiliate marketing, because that's really good for people like you that have wisdom and you want to expand your flow. But you're really good, aren't you? Don't you work with computers or something to do with it? I keep seeing you like 9 to 5. For some reason, I keep seeing Dolly Parton 9 to 5. Did you like that movie, or were you part of that? You work in an office? What does that mean?
I work in an office, and I use laptops all the time for, doing my work.
Yeah, because the cards weren't showing me that. That was just a vision and a song in my head. I was like, why am I seeing this? So the computer and all that. All right, so you need no resistance for your wisdom and acceptance, but use that for what you can do with your receptivity with the computer. So you do need to go ahead and set up your business at home. Trust yourself for your future and your potential, because you're going to be helping people with their confrontations and opposition. Have you ever thought about helping people get jobs? Because this is a good time to set up funding, consulting, and working at home and helping headhunters, although some headhunters aren't making it. But for some reason, your future, I see that you're grounded enough to do that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you started as a part-time, you may not be interested in it, but that leadership ability and helping other people express, because you're computer literate. And believe it or not, even though people use phones, a lot of them don't know how to get themselves back in, back in the system, or back in motivation or momentum forward. I wouldn't say that it's Suzanne, what is that? It used to be headhunters, but she can do it. She has the skills from her house in New York.
I got a question for you. Did you did you lose people that you were close to as the result of the pandemic?
No, not close to me. No.
Okay.
She's just real empathic.
There's just such an impression that in the past year you lost somebody who was close to you, and you're ready to make the transition into the new type of work. You're overqualified, overskilled, but for some reason or another, when it comes time to doing the presentation, you don't come across as being warm and friendly, and it really isn't about being warm and friendly. So I want to encourage you to reapply and go through the process again, because this time you get it. This time it works because your skills, you're incredibly talented, and you should not be looking at any concerns, and you are the person who helps other people. Theresa's talking about you looking for employment for people, but I see that your job creates employment for other people. So you're like that person that when you're working, 12 to 14 other people get work.
Like on LinkedIn, she can update her resume and stuff, but yet while she's looking or putting herself out there, she'll help other people. She's very computer literate, so she can help other people. But that's something you have to want to do. Yeah, but she'll get her momentum going in that way on LinkedIn for sure.
Her job creates other jobs for other people. That's how she's an expanded soul, and so she just needs to take and find a place that acknowledges her and lets her do her work, and is just like, well, leave the genius to her work because she can do it. And then she creates work and wealth and opportunity and connections. But she does need that right brain activity because she's so left brain. When she does enough right brain, her left brain comes into focus.
Okay, well, that lion came up again, like willpower. So she has to need the will and be receptive to helping other people. So if she puts herself out there, the more every day that she puts more into herself, she'll expand. So you're calling her an expander, which is like a networker, right? Is an expander the same as a networker?
She's an expanded soul, so she carries more souls with her. When she walks into a situation, she takes and she has this expanded soul, so she has like the memory of like 500,000 souls. She has the consciousness and awareness of many, many souls. And so when she walks into a situation, people say, well, they don't understand her. What they don't understand is how intelligent she is, how expanded she is, and what it's like she has a larger soul's presence, and people are impacted by that. But she's gotten a defeated attitude recently because she hasn't gotten her place that she wants. And it's just, you kind of have to let those small-minded people, let go of them and start the process over, because this time it works. That's my words of encouragement for you, is that when you go after it this time, it really falls into place.
Nice.
I want to say thank you. I think you really read something. You really tapped into me. There's a lot of things that you said really ring true. I don't dislike the people I work with, but I just really feel held back, and I feel some people I work with are just petty. I just don't want to be bothered with them. I don't mean
I know. I get it.
That's just her energy, though. She's expanded soul. She got them. That's because she's strong in her past life. Very, very powerful. You were a very powerful reader in your past life. But you know what we're doing? It's like, oracles are, you're the helper to the kings and the queens and the people. So you brought that in this time. So it's okay. Maybe you need a little bit of a break in your future. But I still see you helping everybody, so I guess just keep it up. Keep up your laptops. Don't become a truck driver anytime soon. Although that's good money. I did it for 8 years.
You call us anytime that you need support, because you're somebody who has a great deal of influence and you're able to really help the world change. And you are right. People are often petty, small-minded, opinionated. And I mean, for what?
Well, give her your phone number. Why don't you give her your phone number?
Yeah, would you like my phone number?
I am writing it down right now as we talk.
Oh, okay. It's 714-400.
I'm sorry, 714. I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Start it over again.
714-400.
Yes.
7384.
I got it. Thank you so much, ladies. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great evening. You were great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, come back and listen to the show. Thanks for being a part of the show.
I will. Thank you so much again. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
You too. Okay, let's see. 56128. Oh, that's the snore. That was last week, too. Okay, are you on?
Hello.
Did I turn you on? Suzanne, are you on?
Thank you for taking my call. Hey, how are you ladies doing today?
Okay, let me get Suzanne on here. I got tickled and I hit the wrong button.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, let me find Suzanne. Oh, Suzanne, hold on just a minute. There's several 714s. Is that you, Suzanne? Suzanne? Okay, how many people? I've got a bunch. Uh-oh. Suzanne, I lost Suzanne. Oh, no. Let me see. Hold on. I may have turned on a lot of people. I got tickled. Suzanne, what does your number start with? Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna have to write Suzanne's number down. Suzanne, I can't find you. I'm turning everybody on. Oh, my. Let me try this. Hold on, folks. I got to find Suzanne. Suzanne, I'm just turning every number on.
Oh, there you are. There you are, Theresa. There you are. Theresa, are you there?
Now I don't know which one.
Turn it off.
I'm sorry. All right. Now, 917, that was you, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Terry, and I'm calling from New York City. I talked with you, lady. Oh. Okay, my name is Terry.
What happened?
Yeah. If the
Hi,
phone
Terry.
was muted, then I'm muted. Okay. Hi. Okay, so I'm calling. I have a question in regards to a lawsuit that I have to get the paperwork for. And so I'm getting everything together. I'm taking my time.
Well, hold on.
Where
I've lost Suzanne again. Suzanne, I didn't turn you off. Are you here, Suzanne?
Can you hear me, Theresa? Can you hear me?
Yeah. What does your number start with?
949.
Somebody's
949.
Okay. Oh, okay. 94. Well, I would never guess that. I'm gonna put that in my book right now. Okay, let me turn off somebody brushing their teeth or something. Now, 917. That's Terry, right? Terry, you're 538.
Yeah.
We've got 9. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you have a lawsuit going on, Terry?
We got about 5 people yet. Terry, are you on? Terry, can you hear me? Dang it.
Darn it. Okay.
Terry, are you here? Okay, 917's on, but I can't hear her.
I can't either.
That's strange.
Well,
I'll turn it off and turn it back on. Terry, 614, did we do you?
We haven't done 6. No, we haven't done 614. No. Hi.
Okay,
what's your
go
name?
ahead. I'll put Terry back on. Go
What's
ahead,
your name?
614, you got it.
My name is Wilson.
What's your name?
Wilson. Wilson.
Okay. Where are you living?
What is it? I can't hear her. It must be the board. Say it real loud.
Wilson.
Susan.
Phil, like Philip. Phil, son, like the sun. Phil's son.
Phil's son.
Okay, great.
Oh, it's because we're not used to hearing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you live?
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, wow. Oh,
nice.
Hey,
I love Columbus.
We can hear you. Now we can hear you with great clarity. What's your question for us today?
My question was about my career. Currently, I'm working at a job that I'm not too passionate about, but it pays the bills. But I do work hard, and I'm wondering if I will get a promotion anytime soon.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
I work at Amazon.
Huh.
Oh, wow. You're in a distribution plant, right? Or what do they call those centers? Is that what you do? You're in one of those center distribution centers? Is that what they're called?
You have a promotion coming up. If you want to be patient about it, you'll get a great promotion in August. It'll mean that you get more money per hour, and they'll give you training. You're a perfect worker for Amazon. There isn't anything wrong with your work at Amazon. It's just leaving you enough room so that you don't, you have time for your interests, your activities, your hobbies, your creative side. If you had a job that took all that from you, you wouldn't have the freedom to pursue your own interests. So, good job. And you actually are able to provide a job for several friends and family members. And at this point in time in your life, that turns out to be a huge thing. So if there's friends or family members who need work and need opportunity, you're the one who provides it for them. And so I don't think you stay at Amazon. That's totally up to you. But if you could finish out the year at Amazon, it would make the rest of the people in your world, their world, that much better.
So your memory and creative changes up. But do you have a cat? Do you have a cat?
No, I don't.
Are you wanting a cat? Because I was looking at why you were wanting to leave and stuff, and I saw a big black puma type cat come up. I don't know, maybe that's your power animal.
No, that's
you know what a power.
That's her energy that she has as the potential to connect with the information from the planet, from nature, and from that's a very powerful omen. It's kind of like you're not living at your full potential, Phil Sun, at this point. So it's kind of like asking you to accept your potential power and to live in your power. You're very powerful.
Ah, okay.
Well,
her magician card. Well, in your present, you tell her, because I'm looking at her card. She's a pretty powerful person. She's but she's a young soul, but she's been a magician in the past. So she has all this untapped potential. So she's probably forgotten intentionally because she knew a lot in the past,
so here's
right?
What you do.
But go ahead.
Here's what you do. You take and you ask to be guided. You ask to be guided through your dream state. When you fall asleep, you go, allow myself to be guided to my true power. And I ask this in the name of whatever spiritual value system you adhere to, and then you go to sleep. And then in the morning, you write down the first thought that comes to you on a piece of paper beside the bed. And that's it.
Yeah, you're going to have to start journaling. She's not journaling. Are you journaling?
Are you journaling your dreams?
Not regularly. I do like occasionally, but not every single day.
Mm-hmm.
It's in your future. Yeah, you're getting higher wisdom in the future, but you have to start doing your dream journaling by your bed and, go to sleep, but you know how to do it. So you need to get start working in your metaphysical world with your dreams and do your dream journal, because you have somebody higher that wants to guide you, because you've been really powerful in your past lives. So they're just calling you to service is all it is. You're getting that call. So, yeah, that Amazon, don't you get benefits and stuff there for a young person? That's a good place. Amazon in today's time, don't you think? But she's
not. It's not in her full potential. It's just temporary. It's supposed to be a temporary thing. It's not supposed to be permanent for her.
So you're right. I pulled a support card for her, but it has to do with her memory. So once she starts realizing and remembering who she is in her past, and then in her future she'll get the guidance she needs through her dreamscape. So you may want to give her your number. I've noticed the ones that have something to do with their dreams. So she's receptive to doing her dream journal, but she's fighting those memories that make, because she was really good in the past. So she worked, some of these high-level beings that are coming in, they're powerhouses, but it's like they, what do they call that? They put the veil down intentionally so they can, grow their souls while they're here. So she's one of those. So she's awakening, but she's not fully awake yet. So that's perfect for the Ascension age, right? You see where she's going with that. So can she have your number?
Sure.
With Amazon?
Yeah. Do you want my phone number?
Yes, I do. Can you give you? Let me look for my pen.
She's looking for a pen. But I get, because her cards are really powerful with her guide in the future, but she's not listening to him. But I can see him pointing up and saying she's not journaling like she should, because it has one of the cards laying down going through the various things on her mind, but she's not listening. So they're saying that we're calling her to service again. So she's done it in the past, but right now in her, her temperance and her working, she's doing everything she's supposed to be doing right now. She says okay. So sometimes what I'm learning in this age, when people are just barely getting by or okay, it's because they're going into their future with a lot more. So maybe she's going to wind up on the other side even more powerful. I would like to think so, but I don't know how to say that except look at the cards. So hopefully she's receptive to gaining some of her memories back, as long as she's not resistant. So you can help her get through that with her dream journals. Suzanne has a gift of studying dreams, sort of like Jung and I guess Freud. I don't know if Freud did, but she has the gift of studying all that.
Yeah.
So she'll need your name.
Phil, it's Phil's son, and so my name is Suzanne Wyman, and my phone number is 714-400-7384, and you just call and leave me a message, and I call you back.
Okay, 714-400-7384.
That's it. You got it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Sorry we had trouble with your name. It's a good name. It's a powerhouse name. Phil's son. Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
Love it.
Well named. All right, we got time for one more, folks. I'm sorry, you guys.
I was going to say
we're going to have to do another one.
Oh, good. Let's do one last reading, and then that's it. It's fabulous. You did a great job, Theresa.
You're going to have to decide if we want to come back and do another one, maybe on Sundays or something, but. I don't know, because this is a lot of work, but we got a lot of people that, it could be the sign of the time, too, because we've still got quite a few people left. All right. Now, this is 714-496. We did you, right?
No, that's me.
Who is
That's me.
Who is
it? It's Lori.
Hey, Lori.
Okay. Lori. Hi.
Okay.
How are you?
Good. Really good. What can we do for you?
Oh, gosh, I don't even know. I am struggling with allowing myself to follow a passion, and I think maybe fearful of rejection, maybe, or that nobody will be receptive to what I put out. I love to paint, and I am kind of started to build a platform to show my work, but am fearful that nobody will like it. And I know that really isn't, my true self knows that I get joy out of doing it at a certain level, but I would like to maybe have some financial gain also that would be beneficial for maybe not the right reason, justification that I am good. I don't know. That's kind of the gist of that.
Tell me your first name.
Lori.
Lori. Hey, okay. So I'm going to give you two things to do, and it's going to be real simple. First is that quit overthinking this. Just quit. Train yourself not to overthink it. And second of all, if you really believe that your spiritual side of yourself guided you to take and love music, Why is it your spiritual side would not guide you to the people that would love your music? There is never a situation like that. But here, I'm going to get really deep with you. I'm going to get really personal with you, and I'm just going to do it. You were raised in a household that was hostile with a lot of criticism, and you doubt yourself. And it's kind of like a pattern, and I just really want you to see that you can let go of it. It's not real.
Mm-hmm.
So, music transforms people because it's not about words. It's energy, and it lines up the chakras. People are filled up, energized, revitalized, taken out of bad moods, all sorts of things. There's music for every mood, every problem, every set of studying, everything. So music is the great healer. And so if you love music and you love your music, then there's somebody who loves your music. But you get stuck in your head. Go ahead.
I love music. I love music, but it's actually my artwork and my painting that I'm putting out.
Yeah. My husband's an artist, Rich Flynn. Take a look online at that, and
I've seen his work. It's beautiful. You actually, Suzanne, you actually live across the street from my beautiful sister.
Really?
And
oh
your
my
husband
gosh!
paints beautiful pictures of when they have their music playing. So I've not met you before, but I've seen your husband's beautiful work, and I know.
Whoa, small world.
So you know what? You just need to go do your art. I mean, I think you have a very intense sort of art style. I think it's just intense.
It is.
And you're afraid of it.
It is very intense.
You're just afraid
do
of it.
you do abstract? Do you do abstract?
Yes, I do.
Or what do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that's a fruition. So it shows your cards are fruition, inspiration, and transition. But there's something. Let me look real quick. I'm going to just look and see what your past life show. Let's see. Strong woman, guided. Oh, you've got a guide. Good. So that's good. But you came in working really hard. Hard family you in your past life. Very powerful. But, you know, you had a strong guide, but your family, you worked so hard that you came in wanting to make money this time. You wanted a better crop. Your family came from real powerful farmers. Do you have Irish in you? I keep seeing red hair. Like, did you ever have a past life as a man? No red hair in your past life. Interesting. Well, maybe it's a relative. Well, coming into this life, well, you don't have to have it in your genealogy, but sometimes you can be a man with red hair that worked really, really hard from the old school. But by the time you get over here, it was all about making money. And
Theresa, let me translate that one for you. So you, Lori, feel as if you've had to work hard like a man, carry heavy burdens, and have to shoulder your burden in the world like a man. And art is predominated by men. And so you have felt as if you've had to overcome that obstacle in order to find your place in the world. But that isn't really what it's about. It's about the fact that you are somebody who is doubting yourself.
Yeah.
The card?
Yeah.
The cards. Go ahead. Finish that thought.
No, that's always been part of my journey, I think, to this point, is just the self-doubt.
So who is the person that you, I mean, obviously your parents didn't mean to be critical, but who is the person that you, maybe it wasn't your parents, who did you feel was critical of you?
It probably came from family and just struggling and just nobody really understanding. So some of it's self-put, just by not being understood.
Can I give you a suggestion from?
Yeah, absolutely.
From the cards. All right, I was a painter and had to go in Hawaii and become a painter, but the cards are coming up. I'm going to sit up, I guess. But they're showing me to do this trick in your abstract. This will give you some money, I guess, because the money is there in the present. But if you just, this is up to you because it's your creative ability, but it's coming up in the cards, and I can see it for what it is because I didn't see it. I did abstract with colors and futuristic plants and stuff, but it's showing me for you to put there was a whole period where I'd put these pyramids in mine, and people could see other portals. So I don't know if you're doing that now in your colors, but you may want to trick the eye. And, like little stick figure sailboats or the old-timey ancient culture boats they just found buried over an ancient wherever, but they come up and make a little curly Q, and they sure looks like the old genie thing they carried a candle around. But make some of those little things that people struggle to see, and they buy it because it speaks to them. Put your thoughts that are ancient in your future that's abstract, and I don't know. People taught me that they were paying from $500 to $5,000 a piece, and I don't even know what they were buying it for. So this girlfriend put me in as she even went before the board in Hawaii and put me in the group, and I was just doodling, I was just having fun. But anyway, she got me to be an artist of Hawaii. So Lori, you may want to try that because I would start with something because I wasn't a good, drawer or artist, but I'd put it and then I'd abstract over it, but people could see things in it. So I think that's the fantasy of making money, and that hopefully will give you some strength. Yeah, it's just a trick, but I didn't create it. I'm sure people have been doing it forever, but abstract's interesting because you just sort of, I don't know, you put your soul into it, but then I think the trick is to get people to step back and see what they see. Are you
the second-born daughter? Are you the second-born daughter?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are, yeah. So you're more like your mother, and your sister's more like her father, right? Well, your mom is artistic, loves decor. You like art, and you like decor. Okay, so you're more like your mother. So your art has to be really deep, and you have to find the right vehicle to present that. You don't have a talent problem. You don't have any other problem other than the fact that you overthink stuff. But you just have to find the right tool, whether it's sculpture or it's recycled bottles. I don't know, but it has to be the right medium, and then it will work. But you don't lack for talent, and I don't get to say that nearly often enough. So, and I can't make that one up either. So you don't lack for talent. You lack for finding the right application, and people will appreciate how intense and how deep your stuff is. No problem.
Okay. Got it.
Your path shows a renewal. Your key words for your future, for your path that's leaving today, it says renewal, but it has expression of the cosmos. So I hope that helps you. So whatever the renewal means. It does? Okay. It does.
It does.
Good.
It does. Because I've been on a path of renewing and finding myself, my true self, and allowing it to be. So I think those
Isn't
words
that interesting?
resonate.
So the universe does give you keys. It's really interesting because I don't get it a lot, but I'm like, okay. So, well, God, we can help you. I feel like we did. So go for it.
Yeah, you did. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
And then
thank you.
And so Suzanne, you ought to give her your number. Y'all are neighbors, so she can talk to you about her art.
She
has it.
She does.
I do. Thank you.
She does. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, folks. All right. Folks, there's 3 or 4 numbers I didn't get to, but I wrote them down, so I apologize. 812-845. Anyway, I wrote those down in case next week we can get to you. I'll look for them, but I did write them down, so maybe that'll help a little bit. I apologize. We didn't get to everybody this time. All right, Suzanne, we've done our part this week to help as many as we could in the time allotted. So, I wish I could talk to you. It's so funny. We should talk because I'm trying to build the psychic channel thing. I've got a little regular thing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let me call you right now. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank
Bye.
you, everybody. We'll be back next week doing the best we can to get everybody. All right. Love and light. I'm going to close it out.
Bye-bye.
See y'all next week.